The Nobel Prize in Literature was awarded to Jaroslav Seifert in 1984. Jaroslav Seifert was a Czech poet, journalist, and writer. He was born on September 23, 1901, in Prague, Austria-Hungary, now Czech Republic, and he passed away on January 10, 1986, in Prague, Czechoslovakia, now Czech Republic, at the age of 84. Seifert's magnum opus is considered to be his poetry collection titled The Selected Poetry of Jaroslav Seifert, Vibrana Dila Jaroslava Seiferta, which showcases his lyrical and expressive writing style. His poetry often celebrated love, freedom, and the beauty of everyday life while also addressing social and political themes.
The Nobel Prize in Literature was awarded to Claude Simon in 1985. Claude Simon was a French writer and novelist known for his innovative and experimental writing style. He was born on October 10, 1913, in Tananarive, Madagascar, and he passed away on July 6, 2005, in Paris, France, at the age of 91. Simon's magnum opus is considered to be his novel The Flanders Road, published in 1960. His writing style was characterized by his use of fragmented narrative, intricate descriptions, and a blending of past and present. His works often explored themes of memory, history, and the human experience.
The Nobel Prize in Literature was awarded to Wole Soyinka in 1986. Wole Soyinka is a Nigerian playwright, poet, essayist, and critic who is widely regarded as one of Africa's most prominent and influential writers. He was born on July 13, 1934, in Abeokuta, Nigeria. Soyinka's magnum opus is considered to be his play Death and the King's Horseman, published in 1975. The play explores themes of power, culture, and the clash between traditional African beliefs and Western influences. It is recognized as a seminal work in African drama and has been widely performed and studied.
The Nobel Prize in Literature was awarded to Joseph Brodsky in 1987. Joseph Brodsky was a Russian-born American poet and essayist who is widely regarded as one of the most important literary voices of the 20th century. He was born on May 24, 1940, in Leningrad, Soviet Union, and he passed away on January 28, 1996, in New York City, United States. Brodsky's magnum opus is often considered to be his collection of poems titled A Part of Speech, published in 1977. This collection showcases Brodsky's powerful and lyrical poetic style, exploring themes of exile, identity, and the human condition. His poems are characterized by their intellectual depth, rich imagery, and profound philosophical insights.
The Nobel Prize in Literature was awarded to Naguib Mahfouz in 1988. Naguib Mahfouz was an Egyptian writer and is widely regarded as one of the most important and influential authors in Arabic literature. He was born on December 11, 1911, in Cairo, Egypt, and he passed away on August 30, 2006, in the same city. Mahfouz's magnum opus is often considered to be his Cairo trilogy, which consists of the novels Palace Walk, 1956, Palace of Desire, and Sugar Street. The trilogy is set in Cairo during the early 20th century and follows the lives of a middle-class Egyptian family against the backdrop of social and political changes in the country. Through rich and intricate storytelling, Mahfouz explores themes such as family, tradition, modernity, and the struggle for personal and societal liberation.
The Nobel Prize in Literature was awarded to Camilo José Cela in 1989. Camilo José Cela was a Spanish writer and one of the most important figures in Spanish literature of the 20th century. He was born on May 11, 1916, in Iria Flavia, Galicia, Spain, and he passed away on January 17, 2002, in Madrid, Spain. Cela's magnum opus is often considered to be his novel La Familia de Pascual Duarte, The Family of Pascual Duarte, published in 1942. The novel tells the dark and tragic story of a rural Spanish man named Pascual Duarte, providing a raw and realistic portrayal of his life filled with violence and despair. The novel broke with traditional narrative structures and introduced a new form of literary expression in Spanish literature.
The Nobel Prize in Literature was awarded to Octavio Paz in 1990. Octavio Paz was a Mexican poet, essayist, and diplomat. He was born on March 31, 1914, in Mexico City, Mexico, and he passed away on April 19, 1998, in Mexico City. He is regarded as one of the most influential figures in 20th-century Latin American literature. He made significant contributions to poetry, essays, and literary criticism, exploring a wide range of themes such as love, time, identity, and politics. His works often combined philosophical reflections with poetic language, creating a unique and profound artistic expression. His magnum opus is considered to be his poem Piedra de Sol, Sunstone, published in 1957. This long poem is a reflection on time, love, and the human experience. It showcases Paz's poetic mastery, employing vivid imagery and rich symbolism to convey complex emotions and philosophical ideas.
The Nobel Prize in Literature was awarded to Nadine Gordimer in 1991. Nadine Gordimer was a South African writer, born on November 20, 1923, in Springs, South Africa. She passed away on July 13, 2014, in Johannesburg, South Africa. Nadine Gordimer was known for her literary activism and her exploration of the complexities of apartheid and its impact on individuals and society. She used her writing to address social and political issues, particularly the racial segregation and oppression experienced in South Africa during the apartheid era. Her magnum opus is often considered to be the novel July's People, published in 1981. The novel depicts a fictional scenario where a black revolution in South Africa forces a white family to seek refuge with their black servant, July.
Alton Walcott was a poet, playwright, and essayist from St. Lucia. He was born on January 23, 1930, in Castries, St. Lucia, and he passed away on March 17, 2017, in Cap State, St. Lucia. Walcott's literary career spanned several decades, and he is widely regarded as one of the most important Caribbean writers of the 20th century. His work explored themes of identity, culture, history, and the complexities of post-colonial Caribbean societies. Walcott was best known for his poetry, beginning with In a Green Night, poems 1948 to 1960. This book is typical of his early poetry in its celebration of the Caribbean landscape's natural beauty. The verse in selected poems, The Castaway and The Gulf, is similarly lush in style and incantatory in mood as Walcott expresses his feelings of personal isolation, caught between his European cultural orientation and the black folk cultures of his native Caribbean.
Toni Morrison, born Chloe Ardelia Wofford on February 18, 1931, in Lorain, Ohio, United States, and passed away on August 5, 2019, was an American novelist, essayist, editor, and professor. Toni Morrison was renowned for her powerful and influential works that explored the experiences of African Americans, particularly the complexities of race, gender, and identity in American society. Her novels often delved into the historical and social realities of African Americans, shedding light on the lasting impact of slavery, systemic racism, and cultural heritage. Her magnum opus, often considered her most celebrated work, is the novel Beloved, published in 1987. The novel tells the haunting story of Seith, a former slave who escapes to Ohio but is haunted by the memories of her past and the ghost of her deceased daughter. Beloved delves into themes of memory, trauma, motherhood, and the search for identity, offering a profound exploration of the legacy of slavery in America.